Good afternoon, this is Gabriel Jackson, and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 129, part 5. A Mitzvah Day keeps us on its way, and here we go, the obligation of the definite Asham offering. We definitely have a couple more parts to go to finish this mitzvah. The Chinuch sums up the definite Asham offerings. It emerges then that there are 5 definite Ashamos, guilt offerings, in total. And the sages of blessed memory reckoned them as such in the Mishnah in Zavachim, for they stated, these are the Asham offerings. 1, the Asham of robbery. 2, the Asham of Me'ilah. 3, the Asham of the betrothed maidservant. 4, the Nazir's Asham. 5, the Mitzorah's Asham. With respect to the pending Asham listed in the Mishnah there, among the Ashamos, it is not included in this mitzvah as its name, the pending Asham, attests to it that while it is an Asham offering, it is not in the category of a definite Asham offering. It is rather reckoned as a separate mitzvah, 128, which we already did. Thus, we remain with 5 definite ashamos in total. Of these 5, 3 are brought whether the violation was inadvertent or deliberate, namely the asham of robbery, the asham of the betrothed maidservant, and the nazir's asham. One of them is brought only for an inadvertent violation, but not for a deliberate violation, namely the asham of me'ilah. And as for the 5th, which is the mitzorah's asham, the concept expressed by the terms inadvertent and deliberate does not apply to it, as we have stated above. Having set forth the mitzvah and its applications, the Chinuch digresses to discuss the subject of the betrothed maidservant. With regard to the matter of the betrothed maidservant, since it has come our way, let us say something about it, says the Chinuch. Interesting. You go on tangents sometimes in Torah. Good tangents. Although it is not discussed by Scripture in this Parshas Vayikra, but rather in Parshas Kedoshin, since the prohibition to cohabit with a betrothed maidservant is not independently reckoned in the count of the mitzvahs, I have no other place to discuss it but here, says the Chinuch. The Chinuch begins by explaining the term charufa, betrothed maidservant. The meaning of charufa is technically designated, that is to say, betrothed. Indeed, the sages stated in the Gemara at the beginning of the first chapter of Tractate Kedushin that if a man said to a woman, behold, you are my charufa, she is therefore betrothed to him. For in the land of Judea, they refer to the betrothed woman as a charufa, an indication that the term charufa denotes betrothed. Now, in the passage of the shivcha charufa, the maidservant who is a charufa, Scripture is speaking of a Canaanite maidservant who has become half maidservant and half free. This is the meaning of what is written regarding her in Leviticus, and redeemed. She was not redeemed. Remember, I read that the other day. It was kind of like, whoa, what's going on there? That is to say that she is both redeemed and not redeemed. And this can be the case where, for example, she paid her master half of her value toward redemption from bondage, which renders half of her a free woman, while the other half remains enslaved. This half maidservant became betrothed to a Hebrew bondservant or to any free Jew. Regarding this woman, it is stated in the Torah that if another man cohabits with her, whether inadvertently or deliberately, he is obligated to bring this offering, namely an Asham, which is a ram worth 2 saloim, which is the amount of money, or more. Okay, we'll continue with this mitzvah, God willing, tomorrow. Interesting stuff. To sponsor future mitzvah 36, 100 for the gold, or be part of the BJC Match campaign, bjcmatch.com. Every donation is greatly appreciated. Have a great day.